Hello guys, how are you all doing? So come with me guys, let me show you all how we prepared a local delicacy called Okpa. So this Okpa is a Nigerian food, and it is gotten from Bambara nut flour, and this is the process of preparing it. First of all, you're going to have to add your palm oil to the Bambara nut flour, and you're going to stir properly. First of all, before adding the palm oil, I already added a little salt and then what we call oziza in my dialect. So I mixed it because they are all powdered ingredients, right? I mixed it together. Then before I now added my palm oil and I began to stir. So after I stirred for a while, I noticed that the oil was not going to be enough, and so I went ahead and I added more oil. So you can see me stirring very hard. Oh my god, you can see me stirring very hard and trying to make sure that the whole thing is even. So I kept on stirring and stirring and stirring and stirring. Now this food called Okpa is a very common food in Enugu state in Nigeria. It's such a common food, and the thing is that it's very easy to prepare, and also it is easy for you to make a mistake and it's gonna turn out very bad. So in as much as this is a very simple food to prepare, you must also be careful so that you can prepare it and make it delicious. So when you have stirred it to the point that it becomes very sticky, like the one you can see, it will now be the time for you to add water. And clearly, as you can see, I used hot water. You can't use cold water to mix this food. You must always ensure that you're using hot water, so you have to keep on adding it until you get the consistency that you want, any consistency of your choice, but you have to make sure that it is not too strong and not too soft, right? So I kept on adding water, and you have to add the water gradually. You don't just go ahead and you pour all the water at once. You have to make sure you add it gradually, and as you are adding it, you are stirring and you are watching for you to get the consistency that you want. You can see me there adding more water. When I add water, I wait for a while and I turn it properly. Then before you can see me add water again. So I kept on adding until I got this particular consistency, and I was already saying to myself, yeah, this is looking like it. Actually, I poured in more water, as you can see on the screen, and I continued to stir. Yeah, I continued to stir and stir and stir. So if you get to some point, you're going to have to start testing to see if is testing good or not, whether you need to add something. You saw when I added the last water and I still stirred. So this is the consistency that I want. You can see that it's looking not too, is watery but not too watery, definitely okay at this point. And I already saw it and I'm like, okay, yeah, I think I can work with this. Yeah, I think I can work with this. So this is the point where you have to test to know how it's testing. You have to test to know if I think I still added more water at this point, but I think just the last one, this consistency is very okay. You can see how when I scoop it with the stick, you see how it is dropping. Okay, I tested it and I added more salt because the salt was not enough. Remember, I told you guys I added some salt from the beginning, right? So but I know that the salt I added was very little, so it was never gonna be enough. Here I added some pepper and then extra salt, and I continued to stir as usual. So I stirred and stirred and stirred and stirred and stirred. Okay, so you have to still test it again. You can see me dip my hand inside. Before you dip your hand, please make sure your hand is very very clean. All right. So when I tested it, I thought it needed a little bit more salt, and I added it, as you can see, and I stirred again. This food is very simple but very tricky as well. You can see that it just needs like three ingredients for you to prepare this. And I also wanted to add more pepper. You can see me showing you in the screen. And yeah, I added more pepper. Yeah, because me, I love pepper. I love pepper so much, and I love my okpa to be pepperish. So in fact, not just my okpa, most of my food, I just like it pepperish. So I prefer for the pepper to be too much instead of it not having enough pepper. That's how much I love pepper. So I think I'm done turning this time around, and it is time for me to tie it in a nylon and put it on fire. So yeah, you can see how I'm tying it. I'm using that tomato cup, and I'm using this white nylon waterproof. So I pour in and I tie, and you can double it inside one nylon. That is what I did exactly. I was doubling it and even tripling it. Okay, so this is how you continue to tie and tie and tie and tie until you finish tying the whole thing. Now this is how it came out. It's very very fine. It's looking so good. So you're gonna put it like this to your already boiling water in the pot. I didn't capture the pot because like my storage filled up, my phone storage filled up. But yeah, just have to take it like that and go put inside your already boiling water, and you continue tying the rest of the mixture, right? So that was how I tied the whole thing. I continued tying it. Once you are done mixing, you are done preparing okpa. Now the next thing, wow, okay, I tied this one into three. So as you can see, it's looking so fine as well. And then you head to your pot, you put it there as well. So I was done here. The food has finished cooking, and this is the moment of truth. I needed to test it and see how it's testing. So I brought this last one. This one is the smallest. I just tied it, the remaining one, and I wanted to just see how it is testing. So far it's looking nice. The thickness is very okay. It's not too hard and it's not too soft. The color is very beautiful. It's not watery in any way. It came out so nice. Okay, let's have a test then. Let's have a taste. Oh, yeah, come on, eat. I promise you guys, I'm not even capping. It came out so good. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be this good. Yeah. It came out so sweet. I loved it, and my sis loved it as well. She was like, this okpa is sweet though. I'm like, yes, so it's very sweet. Look at how beautiful it looks. Look at how